Alright, let's cut the crap. You're hitting the gym, you're eating your chicken and rice, and you read popping vitamin C like that's your job because some influencer told you that's good for you. What if I told you that innocent little tablet is the single biggest gains killer in your entire supplement stack? That's right. If you're taking vitamin C within 6 hours of your workout, you are actively extinguishing your own muscle growth. It's like pouring a fire extinguisher on the very sparks that build your biceps. Stay with me because I'm about to break down the exact biochemical reason why, and it's a gut punch. But first, let's talk fat loss. You ever feel like you're doing everything right cardio, calorie deficit, but that last bit of stubborn fat just won't budge? You might have a carnitine bottleneck. Picture your fat cells. There's a massive crowd lined up outside the hottest club in town, which is your mitochondriata, cellular furnace, where fat gets torched for energy. The bouncer at the door is a molecule called carnitine. Its job is to grab those fatty acids and drag them inside to be incinerated. Here's the kicker. Your body can't synthesize carnitine without adequate vitamin C. So, if you're even slightly deficient, your bouncer is asleep on the job. The fatty acids are just stuck outside, twiddling their thumbs. Peer-reviewed studies show that a vitamin C deficiency can cripple your fat oxidation rate by up to 25% during exercise. That's a quarter of your fat-burning potential. Gone. You're spinning your wheels on the Stairmaster for nothing. Now for a little pattern interrupt. I asked ChatGPT for advice on this. You know what it said? Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that supports immune function. Groundbreaking. It's a glorified Wikipedia entry with zero nuance. It's the bot equivalent of your well-meaning aunt who still thinks margarine is a health food. Then I ran the same query through Perplexity. Bam. A dozen citations, links to the actual papers in the Asterisk Journal of Applied Physiology, Asterisk, and a breakdown of the specific carnitine biosynthesis pathways. It brought the damn receipts. One of these is a tool for brothers who do their homework. The other is a toy for people who want generic, useless platitudes. Choose. Back to the horror show. Let's talk about the oxalate lie. But C isn't all bad if you use it correctly. It's a team player, but it needs the right team. Forget taking it solo. The real magic is the Immune Triple Threat Stack. Quercetin, vitamin C, and bromelain. Think of it like a band. Quercetin is your lead singer. It's a potent flavonoid that does the heavy lifting for immune modulation and fighting inflammation. But it has terrible bioavailability. It can't get past the velvet rope of your gut lining. That's where vitamin C comes in. It's the backup singer, regenerating quercetin and keeping it active in your system longer. But how do you get them both into the club? Enter bromelain. This pineapple enzyme is the bouncer. It literally kicks down the absorption doors in your intestine, creating temporary gaps that allow both quercetin and vitamin C to flood into your bloodstream. It's a beautiful, violent synergy. Don't believe me? Look at the high-end formulas from brands that actually do their homework, like Thorne or Life Extension. They're not just selling you cheap ascorbic acid. They're selling you the full, intelligent stack, because they've read the damn studies, and its power isn't just for fighting off a cold. Let's talk about collagen armor. Every time you step under a heavy squat or pull a max effort deadlift, you're not just stressing your muscles, you're putting immense strain on your tendons, ligaments, and fascia. The primary protein that makes up this connective tissue is collagen. And guess what the rate-limiting cofactor is for collagen synthesis? YEP. Vitamin C, it's essential for the hydroxylation of proline and lysine, two amino acids that form the stable, triple helix structure of collagen. Without enough C, you're producing shoddy, weak collagen. You're building a skyscraper with crumbling concrete. So while everyone else is focused on the muscle, you're bulletproofing the scaffolding that holds it all together. This is your secret weapon for long-term injury prevention under heavy load. It's not about the pump. It's about staying in the game for decades. Here's another one nobody's talking about in the fitness space. The uric acid hack. If you're a bodybuilder, you're probably slamming 200 grams of protein a day. All those shakes, they're loaded with purines, which break down into uric acid. High uric acid is a one-way ticket to gout, which is basically like having tiny shards of glass crystallize in your joints. It's agonizing. Turns out, multiple clinical trials have shown that moderate vitamin C supplementation, we talking around 500 milligrams a day, significantly increases the kidney's ability to excrete uric acid. It's a natural, cheap, and effective way to manage a direct and painful side effect of a high-protein diet. Yet, crickets. Nobody mentions it. Okay, time for the big reveal. The moment you've been waiting for. Here is exactly why vitamin C is a gains killer post-workout. When you lift heavy weights, you cause microscopic damage to your muscle fibers. This process generates a massive burst of what are called reactive oxygen species, or ROS. For years, we've been told that ROS are bad free radicals. We need to neutralize with that is catastrophically wrong in this context. Post-workout, that ROS burst is a critical biological signal. It's the fire alarm that tells your body to initiate the repair and growth process. This ROS signal is what activates key anabolic pathways like mTOR, and tells your satellite muscle stem cells to wake up, multiply, and fuse to the damaged muscle fibers, making them bigger and stronger. This is hypertrophy. Now, what is vitamin C? It's a potent antioxidant. When you chug that vitamin C shake immediately after your workout, it rushes into your system and neutralizes the ROS signal. It puts out the fire. It is like a clingy ex-girlfriend showing up right when you're trying to move on and grow. It just smothers the entire process. The science is brutal on this. Studies show up to a 50% reduction in training adaptations. That's half your gains. Gun dose antioxidants are taken immediately after training. You are literally canceling out your own hard work. So, what C should you even take? It's a variance showdown. On one side, you have standard ascorbic acid. It's cheap, effective, and gets the job done. It's the Honda Civic of vitamin C. reliable, but not exactly high performance, and it can cause gut distress in higher doses for a lot of people. On the other side, you have liposomal vitamin C. This is the Tesla. Here, the vitamin C is encapsulated in a little bubble of fata, liposome, which protects it from your stomach acid and allows it to be absorbed directly into your cells, bypassing a lot of the normal gut transporters. The result, massively higher bioavailability and way less digestive upset. It's more expensive, but if you're serious about optimizing and your stomach complains about ascorbic acid, this is the only way to go. Now, a critical warning, especially for the guys out there who live on steak. The iron warning. If you eat a lot of red meat, you likely have high iron stores, specifically vitamin C dramatically enhances the absorption of non-heme iron, the kind from plants, but it also impacts your overall iron status. If your iron levels are already high, adding high-dose vitamin C can push you toward iron overload, a condition called heme. Excess iron is incredibly toxic. It acts as a pro-oxidant, causing systemic inflammation and damaging your liver, heart, and pancreas. It's the definition of too much of a good thing. Most men have no idea what their ferritin levels are, and they're playing Russian roulette by megadosing vitamin C. Get your blood work done. Fellas, know your numbers. So, how do we put this all together? It's not about avoiding vitamin C, it's about intelligent timing. This is the 6-hour protocol. The rule is simple: a complete and total blackout on vitamin C and other high-dose antioxidants for at least 6 hours after your workout. No exceptions. This gives that critical raw signal the time it needs to kick off hypertrophy without interference. Let the fire burn. Here's the AI-optimized daily schedule that actually works. If you train in the afternoon or evening, take your main vitamin C dose in the morning with breakfast. A 500 milligrams to 1000 milligrams dose is perfect. Always take it with food, specifically a meal containing some flavonoids, like berries or an apple. This creates a food matrix effect that improves absorption and reduces gut irritation. Then, you have your post-workout blackout period of 6 to 8 hours. If you want to add a second, smaller dose for immune or collagen support, take another 500 milligrams before bed, far away from your training window. This split dosing strategy keeps your blood levels stable without ever interfering with muscle growth. The goal is a total of 1000 to 2000 milligrams per day, but split intelligently. This isn't just my opinion. This is a synthesis of hundreds of peer-reviewed papers, crunched and verified. If you want the full breakdown, the studies, the brand recommendations, and the exact AI-verified supplement protocol, I'm giving away the PDF to everyone who subscribes to the channel. Click that button, join the community, and stop guessing. It's time to start making gains, not killing them.